All right, let's jump right in. You know that feeling, right? You're trying to learn a new piece of tech. You read all the documentation, you watch the videos, but you still don't really get it. Well, some technologies are just so different, so out there, that you can't just read about them. You have to get your hands dirty. And today, we're going to dig into that exact idea, all through the story of NVIDIA's NemoClaw and a really clever solution called a Docker Labspace. And this quote from the source material just hits the nail on the head. NemoClaw is a show-don't-tell technology. Lab spaces are show-don't-tell teaching. It's this perfect symmetry, you know? The problem and the solution are mirror images of each other. This one idea really sets the stage for everything we're about to break down. Okay, so first up, the problem. We are dealing with what the author calls a show-don't-tell technology. And the star of our show here is NVIDIA's NemoClaw, which is a big enterprise-grade platform for AI agents. So what is this thing anyway? Well, it's not just some simple tool you run from the command line. No, it's the whole shebang. It's an entire agent execution stack. We're talking about things like open-shell sandboxing, which sounds complicated, right? Then you've got network namespace isolation, a policy engine for really, really fine-grained control, all the way down to a versioned policy system with crypto hashes. And to top it all off, there's a special terminal UI so you can watch everything happen in real time. Okay, let's be real for a second. Your eyes probably just glazed over a little bit, didn't they? And hey, that is exactly the point. It's just a wall of technical jargon. What does network namespace isolation actually feel like in practice? It's almost impossible to grasp the real-world impact just by reading a list. But then you get that click, that aha moment. And it doesn't happen when you're reading a PDF. It happens when you are actually doing. Imagine this. You see your AI agent try to access the network and bam, NemoClaw blocks it. So you hop into that special UI, you personally approve the request, and then you watch your agent spring back to life and get the job done. That's a feeling, a deep understanding that no documentation in the world can give you. All right, so we've got this show-don't-tell problem. So what's the answer? Well, it's got to be a show-don't-tell solution, right? And that's exactly where this idea of a Docker Labspace enters the picture. So what is a Docker Labspace, really? Think of it like this. It's a complete interactive tutorial that just runs right in your web browser. No complicated setup, nothing to install. And the real genius is that you have the step-by-step guide on one side of the screen and a live working terminal on the other. You read a step, then you immediately do that step right there. And this just lays out the difference perfectly, doesn't it? Reading docs, that's a one-way street. It's passive. You're just absorbing information. But using a lab space, that's a two-way conversation. It's active. You type a command, and the system talks back. You see the cause and effect right in front of your eyes. For a technology like NemoClaw, this is a total game changer. But here's the thing. Building one of these isn't just about the tech, the containers, and all that. That's the easy part. The real magic, the most important part, is crafting the learning journey. A really great lab, it tells a story. So instead of just throwing a feature list at you, they built a narrative. It's like, okay, step 1, let's just run your first sandbox. Simple enough. Then, step 2, we'll add some policy presets and, check this out, you can actually see the cryptographic hash trail it creates. That invisible security feature, suddenly, it's visible. From there, you're watching live network decisions, running a real agent task, and then, this is the best part, you get to be the gatekeeper. You approve and deny its requests. Each step just flows right into the next, making all that abstract stuff feel totally concrete. And here's the key idea. The goal was never to be an encyclopedia for every single feature. The real goal was to replicate that authentic figuring it out process that we all go through. And you know what that includes? Making mistakes, hitting errors, and then actually learning how to fix them. That's the kind of learning that really sticks. So after going through this whole process of building a show-don't-tell classroom, what are the big takeaways? What are the really important lessons we can pull from this whole experience? The first huge insight is this. The lab's true purpose was making the invisible visible. Think about it. Most of NemoClaw's value is in its security model, which is totally silent until it blocks something. So the entire lab was designed to force those moments to happen, to put that security front and center at every single step. And the second big lesson? It's simple, but it is absolutely true. Hands-on experience beats documentation every single time. Docs can tell you the commands, but they can't tell you what it feels like to use the tool.
A lab fills that huge gap between knowing the theory and really understanding the practice. It's where you learn by doing. And yeah, by messing up and fixing it, just like in the real world.
So, why does all of this matter? Because it's a powerful reminder that abstract concepts, especially in technology, demand concrete experiences. A good lab isn't just a list of facts, it's a story of discovery. It lets you see the direct cause and effect of your actions. And that show don't tell approach becomes the bridge that finally connects the world of theory with the world of practice.
And that leaves me with one final question for you. As you go about your work, your studies, your hobbies, think about this. What's the NemoClaw in your world? What's that complex, abstract concept that no amount of reading can truly explain? And maybe, just maybe, it's time it had its own hands-on lab.